Last January, I thought of an idea. I had just turned 25 years old, and like many of my ideas, it actually came from childhood. The online games I would play on my family's shared computer, the Build-A-Bear workshops I would beg my parents to take me into. What if I could recreate that experience of childlike wonder for someone to be able to create and customize their own character, to decorate a little home for it, and for me to actually make the physical, real-life version of it and send it to them. I decided then and there that I wanted to make an interactive virtual world for my clay art to extend into. I just didn't know what I'd be getting myself into in the process. Hi friends, today is January 21st, 2026, and I just had my meeting with my team, and this was the first time that I pitched them the idea for the Uncomfy online world. I just feel so excited and elated. Nothing's set in stone, obviously, because I'm going to Vietnam next month. We have no plan, but I pitched the idea and they loved it, and this seems like something that is actually doable, which is crazy because I just thought of this idea like a couple of days ago and I decided to act on it immediately so that the fear wouldn't creep in, and this feels so aligned with my soul and my purpose. I feel like 2025, the whole year I was experimenting with mass manufacturing, and it was so exciting at first, but then it just started feeling distant. And this project, like reopening this chapter of handmade art, but making it bigger and truer to my childhood self, it's crazy. I wrote this down just now. I'm feeling so grateful. I feel like I can finally dream big without fear and take the steps to do it. Like Julia Cameron said, take the leap and a net will appear. Today is March 24th, and we just had our first official meeting for the Uncomfy World website. Obviously, a lot has changed, different hair now, the room is different, but the ideas are still the same and the sentiment was still the same. Like, we're all so excited to build this. Yeah, I have like all these notes from our first meeting, lots of infrastructure stuff. They asked me for a timeline for this project, and I was like, honestly, I'm not in a rush. Maybe by the end of the year. But as of now, we're aiming for launching this fall, like within this year, which is so crazy. This is the most excited I've been for something in years, I think. It just feels like everything is aligning because 3 days ago, I just opened pre-orders for all my clay items again. I think this is what I was like meant to do. I don't know if I made this clear, but these two web developers, I found them through Puffy, who's also another small business owner. She originally recommended them to me as an email marketing agency, like a 2-woman email marketing agency. So I originally hired them last year to help me manage email newsletters because it's actually like a whole world that I was just like way too intimidated by. There's lots of like logistics and numbers and stuff like that. Turns out they're actually web developers. They themselves were already working on their own different apps and websites that they wanted to build, and all three of us are super interested in making something like a character world building website. So first steps that they left for me to do involve the infrastructure of the website. Like, how many base characters can people choose from? Like, what kind of animals? How many outfits can they choose from? How many accessories can they choose? Okay, now I have to call Allie because I haven't talked to her at all about her being the illustrator for this, but I really want her to. So I'm gonna do that now. Today is July 8th, so that means I've been working on this project for, oh my gosh, I don't even know. The beginning phases of this project were really exciting, and then the middle phase of this project was just riddled with misfortune. Allie and I have just been sort of in a limbo, not really knowing what to draw or illustrate without the bones of the website being properly made yet, but now the bones are here. We have most everything we need to actually start drawing. So Allie is here today. She's here for a good 5 hours, and we're just gonna try to get as much done together today. Allie is a tattoo artist, and I also have my own projects and videos and stuff that I need to work on. So for most of this time, we've been working remotely, and today is our first day actually working together in person, and I'm really excited. You look like a fairy.
I'm glad our vibes are similar.
Both our idea of looking good is just a tiny black top.
Take a train ride just to see you. Ride for hours just to please you. You don't know how much I need you. 'Cause you're my home away from home, away from home, away from being alone.
Hello, it's me again. It's been 7 months since I thought of this idea, 4 months since we actually started working on it, and even though we've been building it slowly and steadily, over the past couple of weeks, I feel like the development of this website has just grown exponentially, so I wanted to show you guys what we've been working on. I feel like I've done a pretty poor job at documenting this process just because this is like my baby. This creative idea that felt very tender, something that I had to protect and keep hidden almost until it was strong enough to go out into the world. But now I feel like I'm finally at that point. It's by no means done or perfect, but I realized that there's really nothing that I've ever released onto the internet that has been perfect or completely done. I had to remind myself that for a lot of you guys, the process is way more interesting than the product itself. So I'm facing my fears today and showing you guys the prototype of Uncomfy World. I'm actually not sure if it's gonna be called Uncomfy World. That was just like the initial idea, but now I'm leaning towards Uncomfy Atelier. You'll see why I'm sort of leaning towards the Atelier version, but you guys let me know what you think down in the comments. Uncomfy World or Uncomfy Atelier. Today is July 23rd, and I actually have a meeting with the dev team right now, so I'm gonna take you guys along with me. Here is my pen of the day. It's the Pilot Kakuno in this really cool like rusty rose color. I've been taking all of my meeting notes in this like little traveler's notebook so that I can always have them with me in case I think of something. And I've been using these like little dividers to divide up the different projects that I'm working on. So the second tab here is for Uncomfy World. I'm gonna join the meeting now. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I know you're a very visual person, and I feel like visually I don't have like a big update for you this time. Fundamentally, I've made some updates to the theme based on what we talked about last time. Same thing with mushroom.
Wait, can you choose the bandana again? So cute.
Yeah.
So I'll put that on the checklist for sure. Okay, and then it's the same dimensions as the other things. We were still wondering about like the specs for like the loading screen, if we wanted to do like the animated clouds.
Let me get those for you. I'm so sorry about that.
No worries. I mean, we didn't even get to it anyway. I knew I was
So-
forgetting something. I was like, I feel like there's a big thing that we had to illustrate.
I started making like a storybook page here. So I think the other thing I'll need from you is just like confirming exactly what you want to stay in your shop.
And when do you think you'll need that information by? Okay, sounds
So-
good. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Just got done with the meeting. I think it went pretty well. It was a really short meeting, really concise. I think we're at the stage where we're all just like working on the project now and actually getting things done. It was really cool to see how the prototype is shaping up. Doesn't look too different from when I saw it 2 weeks ago, but the dev team was doing a lot of coding and working on back-end stuff, just tweaking small things here and there. On my end, which is the art direction side, me and Ali have basically finished like the meat and bones of all of the creative assets that needed to be illustrated. So the clothing and the furniture, Ali's been coming over and just working on it side by side next to me, which has been so nice. So this week I chose all the colors for the furniture and then she finished them off. So yeah, things are going along. Me and Ali just have to work on the big couple things like the landing page for the website. I want it to be really, really illustrated, as well as just other cute little things for the interface. It's well past noon now, so I'm gonna eat some lunch. I'm really, 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 really hungry. I heated up some soup. I wanted to show you guys a closer look at the artwork that we've actually been working on for the past couple months. We started off by collaborating on these base characters, a bunny, a dog, a bear, and a cat. I just feel like these are the quintessential uncomfy characters to welcome people into Uncomfy World. This is just an example of a feedback sheet that I gave her at the beginning of the year. Just tiny things to add more of the uncomfy essence, like smaller eyes and a smaller mouth, adding a fuzzy beard to the dog character, and so on. Before I even started working with Ali on illustration, I actually made this little diagram for the dev team to look at. I wanted people to be able to choose their character and the fur color, and then from there choose their accessories, just like any character you would customize in an online game. So after me and Ali worked on the base characters, we started working on the clothing. I feel like I started really coming into my own as an artist once I started accessorizing my clay animals, whether it be a cup of coffee or a bandana. So of course we had to add all of that into Uncomfy World as well. This is just a sneak peek of some of the outfits that we have made. For the seasonal aspect of this, I really drew inspiration from Fern, which is a perfume company that I subscribe to, where they send me a perfume for every equinox and solstice of the year. So it's very much inspired by the seasons and nature, and that's really up my vibe as well. Growing up in Colorado, we have all 4 seasons, and it's been one of the biggest blessings in my life. And then just a few days ago, I finalized all the colors for the furniture because I want y'all to be able to decorate a little home for your little uncomfy friend as well. So yeah, like I said, we got the meat of the creative assets done. We got the characters, we got their clothes and accessories, we got the furniture for their houses. Chugging along. My goal is to launch this by back to school season. There's still so many different things to figure out, but one thing I've been telling myself is like, done is better than perfect. I can always update the website later on, and this is just the start. So yeah. Last year, when I went to France, I got the chance to teach a Finance for Creatives workshop. It was me and 8 other women talking about how we handle money. It was there that I witnessed firsthand how confusing and scary the idea of money is to a lot of us. To be honest, it's scary for me too. But over the years, I learned that being good with money doesn't mean being good at math. It just means using the right tools, getting help, and being willing to try. One of the first things I recommend creatives to do is to separate your personal and your business finances. That way you know exactly how much your business earned and spent each month. You can do that by opening a business checking account, and that's where Relay comes in, who is the sponsor of this video. Relay is a digital banking platform for self-made business owners like us. A cool feature they have is you can open up to 20 checking accounts to separate income, taxes, payroll, savings, with no hidden fees. Think of them as digital envelopes for your business, so you know exactly where every dollar is going. Relay also has built-in bill pay and invoicing, and for when your team grows, you can create individual logins for your bookkeeper or your assistant, so no more sharing passwords and you still stay in full control. Relay also connects directly to Xero or QuickBooks, so your books stay clean and ready for tax season. I find that oftentimes we are more scared of the unknown, but the clearer your numbers are, the less scary money can be. So if you're a small business owner or a creative looking for a banking platform, check out Relay using my link below.
That I can't seem to find.
I made myself another cup of coffee because frankly, your girl didn't sleep much last night, so I'm really tired. But I decided to start sketching some ideas for the landing page. Like I said, I want it to be really illustrative, almost like a storybook. These days, I really enjoy using the Notes app to actually sketch out my ideas because there's only one type of pen to use. It's all black and white, and it's sheerly for me to get my ideas out and not have to worry about what canvas and what pencil to use on Procreate. So So I did some thumbnail sketches of the landing page. The sketch is actually really messy. Let me redraw it so you guys actually know what I'm talking about. So basically, imagine if this is my website. This has Uncomfy Co there and some buttons here in your shopping cart. But on the landing page, I want it to be an illustration of my desk. There'll be pens and papers to show scale, and there'd be a little tiny clay workshop here that says Uncomfy Atelier, and there you could hover your mouse and click on it and enter the Uncomfy workshop where you can build your character and order your custom piece of art. I wrote down a list of my favorite things to put on my desk, like fountain pens, books, letters, just the things I would usually have strewn about on my desk to really emphasize that this is a miniature little store. I'm really obsessed with the idea of little clay houses right now, so I just think this melds everything that I am, everything that I love onto my little desk. Maybe I should have a cup of coffee there too. Let me write that down. But yeah, I'm gonna send these sketches to Allie along with a Pinterest board or something, and we'll go from there. But that is my work done for Uncomfy World for today. We took a meeting, we did some sketches, and we also communicated with Allie about all the things that she needs to do. The day is still young, it's 2:26. I have some actual clay pieces for a custom order that I have to glaze, pack, and ship. All right, friends, I just took Winnie for a walk and I changed into some more comfortable clothes as well because I'm finally ready to glaze these guys. A while ago, I got an email from someone who works at a major media company, and she requested to order some pieces from my archive catalog for me to make for her coworkers, and I thought it was such a cool inquiry that I decided to say yes. She ordered 8 pieces that I sculpted and baked last week, so now I'm gonna glaze them. They ordered 2 matcha bara keychains, which I've never made before actually. These were exclusively desk friends back when they were on my shop. And speaking of which, they also ordered 2 matcha bara desk friends, 1 coffee bara, 2 cardigan bunnies, one's a keychain and one's a desk friend. This is also the first of its kind and it's so cute. And last but not least, an apple bear. So I set up my station. I even set up my little magnifying glass because I'm still committed to taking care of my health while I sculpt. So that means taking care of my vision and also the rest of my body. So I have my respirator. I'm gonna open the window, turn on the fan, and get to glazing. Currently, I'm rewatching the Hunger Games movies, so I'm gonna pop that on as well.
There's a happy in that, isn't there?
Good morning, friends. It's the next day. I glazed all of the pieces last night. I love the feeling of just making charms. It's just so cute and fun. And what do you mean I made capybaras holding matcha and coffee? What do you mean? All right, so the desk friends are pretty much done. I just have to assemble the keychains real fast and then start packing this order. It's just one whole order, so it should be really easy. Some heart clasps as always. Since I'm gonna have the postman pick these up tomorrow, there's really no rush for me to pack them right now. I'm gonna let them rest in the sun for a bit more just to ensure that the resin is 100% cured. And in the meantime, I'm gonna do some journaling. I find that 80% of the hard work of being a creative and self-employed person is actually the work on yourself. It's the fortifying of your mental, it's your confidence, it's everything. So it took me 3 years, but I finally got to week 12 of the artist way. Off topic, but it's been so hot here in Denver and unseasonably humid as well. So I've never been more grateful to just be at my desk right under an air conditioning vent. It was only until this year that I found out this book is quite polarizing just because it has so many words about faith and God. So it can be quite off-putting for people who aren't religious, who have religious trauma even. I've gotten a few comments about that too. I didn't grow up religious, but there is something to be said about how strongly related creativity and faith really are. Like over the years of me being an artist, I have become more spiritual simply out of almost necessity. In order to be a successful creative business owner, entrepreneur, you have to have so much blind faith and trust in yourself and trust that the universe is good, that the universe will reward you for chasing your dreams and for being courageous. So many of those ideas are things that I read in this book as well that have truly changed my life for the better. Hello friends, it's the next day. We just got back from the pottery market. It was like over 100 degrees and we were waiting in line for about 2 hours to get into the East Fork pop-up. If you don't know what East Fork is, they're just a really popular pottery brand. I believe they're from North Carolina, but they're really popular on the East Coast, and once a year they have their second sale here in Denver. So this is what I got. I really wanted something that was pink, so we got this tiny little espresso mug. I got this small mug that's like the most perfect shape. I believe this glaze is limited edition. It almost looks like Celadon in some lighting. It looks very, very pale blue and it's so pretty. We also got these tiny cake plates. We knew we wanted these because they're just so useful. So that was my little East Fork haul. I feel like if you're not into ceramics, it's just like more bowls and plates, but this is the type of brand that it's like, if you know, you know. Some people got there at 6 in the morning just to camp out and be first in line. We didn't get there until 9:30 and we didn't get inside until 11 because the line was just crazy. I wish I filmed more footage of that, but it was just so packed and hot and overstimulating. But yeah, I'm really, really happy with these. While we were waiting in line, there was also a maker's market where local community members were selling their pottery. So I also picked up this cute jar. I like that it has little feet. It's like a little Dutch oven. While we were there, on the same street is also my favorite Japanese stationery store, Point Creative. If you watch my videos, you know it's my favorite store in the whole wide world. Whenever I'm in Jason's store, I always have to get something. So this time I got another Twisby. I forget what color this is called. I think it's called Serpentine. It's like a green onyx marble effect with bronze. So pretty. I absolutely cannot wait to ink this up. I got the extra fine nib. I also had the chance to pick up some mail today. I recently changed my PO box, so this is the new PO box address. I wanted to wait until the end of the week so that I could open these after I finished all my work. So let's open some together. This is the cutest little postcard. It says, "Hi Tammy, I just want to take the time to say I appreciate your art and your videos. You inspire me to lean into the uncomfy feelings. Letitia from Arizona." Thank you, Letitia. This is so cute. This next one, look how cute this envelope is. They used dinosaur-themed stamps. They wrote this letter on this really cute paper. A small thank you from 2 new artists. Our names are Haley and Madison. We're sisters, and we recently started Mad Inky's Curiosity Club, a monthly art club created for artists who love to learn, create, and be inspired. We've been following your work for quite some time, and we wanted to reach out because your videos and artwork have meant a great deal to us. As 2 disabled artists, there were times when your YouTube videos gave us inspiration, encouragement, and helped us discover the kind of artists we wanted to become. This is some of their artwork. I'm obsessed with these little dinosaur characters. And look at this little doodle. I'm gonna link their work down below. And then this last envelope comes all the way from Florida. Oh my gosh. It says, "For your morning pages." They're little stickers and gemstones. And a little Maxine. I love when you guys make Maxine. You always make her look so adorable. Okay, and then I think this little scroll is a little letter. "Hello Tammy, I'm Yul, and I'm also a clay artist who specializes in polymer clay and runs a small business. You might not realize, but every day someone is getting inspired by you, watching your videos, or staying up late at night just to watch your videos. I just wanted to say thank you." Oh, I'm really emotional now. Thank you guys for taking the time to write me letters and send me little things in the mail. It means so much to me. I think I'm gonna end the video there, you guys. It has been a super busy summer for me. I'm so sorry I haven't been uploading as often as I usually do. But yeah, I just hope all these big projects that I'm investing a lot of my time into are gonna be worth it. I know they will be worth it. I have to believe that they will be. Let me know how you're doing down in the comments. I love you, I miss you, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.
Rusty red on her shoulder, I was cleaning her shoe when it clicked on the trot over in the bright morning dew. We brushed and we braided dandelion